Should be on. Here we go. All right. Totally off the cuff live stream here. Just reset some stuff up. Gonna give this a test. See if I remember how I had it going on before. All right, let me see. I want this and the chat. And hopefully you can hear me. Don't have a headset. Kind of crushed that one when I pulled the USB cable. But so I'm just going with the microphone that's on my webcam. So I opened up some headshots. That's what this is. It's the Death character from Vertigo's Sandman comics. And I sketched it out this morning and I'm going to be inking it. So I'm going to go ahead and put some ink out into my ink holder, whatever that may be called. If somebody does come in the room, please let me know if you can hear me. In fact, I'm going to type that in because if you can't hear me, you're not going to know if, let me see. Sound okay? Anyone? All right. So, been a long time. Had a lot of conventions, 5 or 6 in a row. This past weekend was my first weekend off, which was, of course, San Diego weekend, which I missed. Haven't been there since 1984. And the other thing I forgot was to put a pad of paper up to get the excess ink out of my brush, but I think I can handle that okay. AG, okay, glad to know that you can hear me. Yes, you were at one of those conventions. You were at the Planet Funk Con, sir. And it was nice to meet you. Have a good chat. I wish that show would have had a better turnout, but things happen. Hopefully, it will grow and the future will be better for them. Very nice people who put it on. And it was nice, like I said, to meet you in person. I've actually now met quite a few people in person from from these streams that are that will come in and chat. Let's see. Besides you, AG, I've met Ashley, and I met her at Salt Lake. Sean, of course, Ron. Kind of knew Ron before I started streaming, I think. Ken Carson. I've met Dr. Kaz just this week ago, and at the Atlanta convention that we were at. That was a real fun time. Got adjusted by him a couple of times, as did a lot of the other comic artists. Once they saw me getting adjusted, they asked me, "Hey, what are you doing?" I told them, "Dr. Kaz is giving me an adjustment, and he worked his magic on a lot of the other artists that needed some realigning." And let's see, who else have we met? Actually, it's been quite a few people. I know I'm missing some. I'm trying to remember. Oh, I met Tater. Tater showed up at the Atlanta show. So it's been fun meeting everyone. I thought Ron might pop in here. I didn't tell him I was streaming today because I wasn't sure I was going to. I got this sketch done and just decided, let me clean my area, my work area out, which it needed. And while I did that, I just kind of set up the stream, wanted to make sure all the equipment was still working, and decided to go live. So I do have a few things I'm looking for. I wish I hadn't taken this off yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and it's just my piece of Bristol that I tape up here to point my brush on, so I don't have a notepad here like I did before. I need something that is a little heavier. All right. So no show this coming weekend, but my next show, along with Mike Zeck, will be August 3rd and 4th in Roanoke, Virginia. And that is the Big Lick Comic Con. I'm going to assume the name Big Lick has something to do with the area of Roanoke that we're in. Otherwise, I have no idea. Okay. Got some people gabbing outside my window here. Kind of distracted me. And I will admit that while being off the road this past weekend was enjoyable. Of course, it was San Diego weekend. It was also odd because I'd been used to every weekend for the past like month and a couple of weeks. So it was weird, actually. I felt like I needed to be somewhere. So not this weekend, but the following. Be back at it for a while. Couple of breaks in between. Trying to get back into some streaming during this time. So there's a possibility I might do another tomorrow. If so, I'll give a little more notice, I think. And be a little more prepared. Even though I have to admit it's kind of fun to just let's see. I think I can do that and this. I'm just trying to. There we go. I'm just moving things around on my laptop. Thanks for the like. Hey, thanks, AG. That'd be cool. I'd enjoy seeing it. AG, you're not on Twitter, are you? I've been more active on Twitter. I like it. I don't have to weed through so much stuff, it seems, as I do on Facebook. If not, I'll see it on Facebook. I I only check Facebook maybe once in the morning and once before I go to bed. I'm not on it as much. But I will see it one way or another. Hey, there's Ron. Hey, Joe. Kind of an impromptu stream. I got this sketched out and decided I needed to check my camera and stuff. And so while I cleaned up the area here a little bit and was gonna go to inks on this death piece, I just decided to go ahead and take it live. Ron, so far this morning, just eggs and sausage. No junk. Getting back to it. That's our diet, everybody. Getting back on the close to keto. Basically, no carbs, simple carbs, no sugar. I knew I'd have to eat something though until I can get a salad for lunch, which will be after I'm done with this. So I want to just say welcome back, everybody. I guess I'm back for a little bit. We'll see what we can fit in. Glad you're still on it, Ron. I was hoping that my failing off wouldn't affect you. We've come too far to fail, diet-wise. Ron, I don't know if you heard, I was telling AG about all the people that I've got to meet in person from the streams. I was going over people and I was trying to remember, because I know you got to meet a few people in Atlanta as well as I did, which one being Tater, Dr. Kaz. I've met Ashley. Sean has helped me at a few shows, as Ron has. Ron just helped me at the Atlanta show. AG I met. I think I forgot to tell you I met AG in person, Ron, at the Iowa show. Maybe I didn't, but in case I did, I'll correct that now and add him to the list. Trying to remember. It's really fun to meet people in person. Put a face and a handshake with the typing in the chat room. You know, AG, you could have just came behind the table and hung out for the whole day. I think you had other things to do, but we could have had a much longer discussion. As I'm sure you saw, the show was not extremely busy, so. I will say this, some of the commissions that Ron has been picking up at the shows that he's been attending have been just really, really nice. Gonna have to set him up with a Comic Fans art gallery so that he can share all the stuff he's been getting with you all. He's got quite the Storm collection working. I don't know if most of you all frequent comicartfans.com, have a gallery there, or check it out, but when Ron opens his little gallery there, or I shouldn't even call it little. When Ron opens his gallery there, he's gonna have some cornerstone pieces in his collection already. You had a coffee LaCroix? Now that I've never seen a coffee one. I do have my lemon one here. Coffee would be interesting. That may be one that they test certain areas because I haven't seen it in Florida. Well, at least I know my alerts are still working for my streaming. Yep, I've experienced that too, AG. It's like sometimes I can only get lemon LaCroix at a Winn-Dixie, and sometimes I can only get it at Publix. It's very weird how they keep their stock or don't keep it. That coffee one sounds like it could be test marketing. Um, there was a when I came out to Iowa, the guy that was in charge of transportation that picked me up at the airport and brought me back and forth to the convention center each day. He he stopped at some market to let me pick up some water and stuff like that, and I'm trying to remember what the name of the store was. It was it was kind of a cross between a grocery store and a convenience store. It was not big enough to be like a full grocery store, but it was bigger than a convenience store. And it was a nice place. They had a lot of stuff. I don't know if you would have any ideas what that place might be. I want to say that it was actually called something Market, and not supermarket or anything like that. But I mean, that was like part of their name, and maybe it's in that area. I just read up, AG. Cola, I haven't tried the cola one, have not seen that. Coconut, I have seen and tried it. I didn't really care for the coconut. Fresh Thyme, Fresh Time Farmers Market? I don't know. I don't know. It was a nice little shop, though. I tell you, it was. I know I didn't get enough for the days I was there, though. But luckily, the we stayed at a Marriott. I think it wasn't called a Marriott, but it was owned by them, and they had a nice little kitchen and bar drink area. So it was okay, even when I didn't get enough to stock my fridge with. I managed to survive. Yeah, they had mentioned that that was a new location for that convention, and with that little league tournament going on, a bunch of the the teams were staying at the same hotel we were in. And man, it was those kids at night were loud running up and down the halls. It's a very nice facility. Really nice facility. I wonder. I wonder if they should have moved though. Other people had told me that the turnout the prior years was so much better. So who knows? I don't. I just did my time and I was polite as could be. Made some friends with the other guests. I think one of the problems was they had the guests so far away from the last of the dealers' tables on the floor that you had to really you didn't get any like just brush by walk traffic, and that includes everyone that was back there as a guest. Sometimes you people don't know who you are, but you get a conversation started if they walk by your table and say hello or something, or they're just curious as to what you've done. But that wasn't happening. The distance was too far. I would say it was about 15 yards to 20 yards, easy, um, which is a good distance. That's all right. So this is the strap for death that goes around the front, and I got her shoulder up here. She's looking over, just in case y'all are wondering what I got cooking. I'm gonna put the back of her arm here. So there's that. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see, I just noticed there's this blue thing in the back end of the broadcast here that says this Hangout on Air is live. It says Hangouts on Air is going away, excuse me, August 1st. For quick streaming, try youtube.com webcam. Now that's interesting. Well, thank you, AG. youtube.com webcam. Okay. Let me I'm gonna click this link here and open in let's do it in a new window. Ah, it is a little different. Allow access to your camera and microphone. So I'm gonna have to do something. Gonna have to look into that. So greetings anyone who's just joining now. Just figured I would jump on air, kind of actually warm my stream back up as well as myself. It's been a while, as most of you know. Although Jacob had a stream on here recently, he wanted to come down and do a Minecraft stream. So we did that. I think that was last week sometime. He had a really good time. He got back into Minecraft for a bit. That's why he wanted to do a stream. I think he's back to his favorite Roblox, so never going to give that up. That's always going to be his favorite now. All right. Da-da. Good thing I tested this one out on the paper. This is one that I use for watercolor, and it's still got some red. Well, that red does not come out of a brush. Take my word, everybody, if you use red in watercolor or another, maybe even other paints, keep a brush just for red. So, what else do I got here? Okay, this one's not as big, but let's see if it's not got any red in it. No, it's not got any red in it. But it's also not as dark as I want, so. Don't grab that with your hand. Well, I guess you could, but might be an inky mess. Oh, that almost got me. That was trying. Thanks, AG. Yeah, dry brush on that hair always helps Gives it a nice softer look. And I think I'm gonna let that dry for a second, or hair dryer time. I'll just have to run around front and plug it in. And then I'm gonna hit some, I finally learned to let the ink wash and the watercolor play. And I got a real nice wet effect here, which, as you all know, in the past I struggle with, but I finally realized that's what it's supposed to do. That's why I'm using it, to get that effect. So I think I will impromptu plug in the hair dryer really quick, dry that down. Let's see, I have to remove one plug. Get that, get this. Oh yeah, we're in business. Okay. All that done. And okay. Now, if I was doing this flat, I wouldn't have that little bit of problem chasing the pool of color. I'm gonna try to, let's just use this, soak it up. That's true, AG. You're still missing one. Clown would be a fun one to do. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry a second. Look it over. Trying to decide. I know I'm gonna put a little white splatter on it. Gotta have that. I don't think I need a gray tone or a black splatter. Let me look at it from a different angle. I just need to pick it up straight. Okay. I'm doing this. So shaking up the white. Ron, you're back. Well, thank you, AG. Good to hear that it seems like I haven't lost my touch since I've been away. Is this pen ready to go? Why, yes, it is. Before I splatter, because it's not controllable. This, you notice how this pen sinks? Well, you probably can't see that. Let's see. The ink really sinks into the black. It disappears. So I was going to just add a few little, let's see if I can't do it with this big Sharpie. And it looks like it's going to give me the same problem. It's not going to stay like extremely white. So just going to paint it in. Hopefully this acrylic ink or whatever here. What is this I got? The Liquitex acrylic ink white. Hopefully it splatters nicely, but I just want a few little lip highlights for shine. And just pull out a little bit more in the eye, a little bit brighter. the splatter's probably gonna hit, but I'm gonna try to just make a few little areas myself. Okay. Splatter time, then I believe it's done. And that will allow me to take a break and go get a salad. A Wawa salad, Ron. In case you're interested, but hey, it'll do the trick. All right, so I want a little bit over here. Into that eye. To break it up. And I think we're going to call it that's enough. Pew, 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 pew. Okay. That's what I like, AG. Get a little grilled chicken in the salad. Pew, pew, pew. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's enough. Let's see. I know it's tilted, so you all are probably getting that distorted view. So now I'm going to lift it up this way, and it's going to get shined. It'll pick up the shine, but at least you get a better look. After it dries, I'll scan it. And I'll put it on Twitter. Twitter AG. But yeah, put my signature on it. Here's the effect I was talking about, where I just let the ink and the water take control. If I'm working flat, I'm not going to have the problem of like this little bit of pooling, but I'm not worried about that. That's the edge of the page. So I welcome, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't say, I was going to say, I welcome back my stream with death. I don't think I want to say that, so I'm gonna retract what I just said there. I just welcome back my stream. How about that? Thank you. If you did like what you see, don't forget, thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, hit notifications. So the next time I'm on, which could be tomorrow, doing a, I have one of these to do of a juggernaut. So if things go as planned, I will be doing juggernaut probably tomorrow since I'm set back up. And we'll just take it from there and see what happens. In the meantime, thank you, everybody. And I will sign off for now. Thank you for showing up. Hope to see you again real soon. And until then, be good and take care. Bye.